Disclaimer, this is for fun.
We are not financial advisors. We are not life coaches or lawyers. So take anything we say financially or otherwise as entertainment purposes only. Our email is in our channel. If you would like a question or a reading done, they are free. Just go ahead and send us your question at the email, SaturdaySunTarot@gmail.com.
Yep, we love doing readings, and we are open to any and all readings because, again, they're free. So have fun, have at it.
Yeah, and we're happy that you're here. Thanks for joining us. So I heard back from already after he watched today's video.
Okay, yeah.
He said that some of the stuff that we talked about has already started happening.
Okay, like which stuff, which things?
So specifically the stock and the small win.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Yeah. So GameStop is about to. Oh God, I'm gonna butcher this, but
I know what you're talking about, though.
Okay, you do. Like GameStop and eBay are like GameStop is acquiring eBay or something, but they had a win yesterday. They said that they're excited for that and would like to like keep getting updates on it, like maybe like once a month or something.
Okay. All right. Let's do that.
And then the same with the F1 too. They were like, if you want to keep doing like monthly updates. So I was like, all right, yeah, for sure.
For the other person or?
Mm-hmm. No, for
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I love that. All right. I did a reading this morning on
Mm-hmm.
and it said the same thing. Same thing.
What did it say?
It says you need to be patient.
So I put like a lot of mental energy into this the other day, doing a reading on you, and with the main intent being to get like the most accurate and truthful message. I created my own spread for this.
What the fuck? Okay.
It's called Question on Union Spread.
Oh, okay.
This is what it looks like.
All right.
Card 1 is them. Card 2 is you. The card in between you two is what's blocking you. Card above you two is what's helping you. The card underneath is what you may not be seeing or what you need to know. And card 6 is the outcome. The question: what is the truth on Hannah and union?
Oh God, I'm scared. Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
The first card is representing him is the 9 of Swords. The card representing you is the 6 of Swords.
Okay.
The card number 3 that's blocking was the Empress.
Empress?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Card number 4 that's helping is the Sun. Card number 5 of what you're not seeing is the Knight of Wands, or what you need to know. And then the last card, the outcome, is the Hanged Man. Okay, so I'm going to start off with listing out the random spurts of thoughts that I was having while I was looking at this spread. Anxious, stressing, on the way, relation to others, win-win, be active, be fearless, new beginnings, pregnant.
Okay.
So I wanted to first look into the Sun. So what's helping? So what I got was they're happy together. He holds her in high regard, and she's confident and light. Him, the 9 of Swords, over regret and stress, obviously. Her, meaning you, 6 of Swords, so inner journey to hope / better times. The outcome being the hanged man, I got contemplation on a difficult decision. She'll choose what she wants to do, meaning you. And what you're not seeing, the Knight of Wands, is relocation. And so what's blocking the Empress, girlfriend could be pregnant, or he wants kids and knows that she doesn't, meaning you. The fact that he's the 9 of Swords means that she might be pregnant. So then I went to yes or no questions because I wanted to open up the Knight of Wands and the relocation because I was really confused about that. Like, what do you like? Because what are you not seeing, or what you need to know is the Knight of Wands? I was confused by that. So I said, is moving to his girlfriend, to where his girlfriend is located at? No, the 5 of Swords. Is moving to Florida going to make not focus on? No, 7 of Swords. Okay. Is moving to Florida? Yes. Six of Wands. Is pregnant? Yes. The Magician. Are they going to keep it? Yes. Queen of Swords. Are they staying together as romantic partners? Yes. And the thing about that is I got the star on that. I put it back into the deck. I reshuffled. The star came out again. So, but I'm opening up the Hanged Man because when I opened up the Hanged Man, I got the 10 of Cups, the Fool, and the Moon. So with the 10 of Cups, the Fool, and the Moon, I got happy family, a new adventure / unknown, and something hidden or undiscovered, a denial from the subconscious mind, which made me think of you not wanting kids. And so I asked, will not be with by the end of 2026? And I got yes, King of Swords. I go, okay.
Will break up by the end of the year? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I was asking. And then I asked, is there hope for romantically in the near future? And I did a thing in here, which was aces up. And so I shuffled the deck and I pulled out the first 40 cards. And depending on how many aces came out, determined how, like, the possibility of yes or no. I got 3 out of 4 aces, which was a yes. And then I asked, will ask to be with him even though he's going to have a kid with somebody else? And the answer was yes.
Not in a baby mama situation.
And so that's why I thought that the outcome being the Hanged Man made sense, because you're having to contemplate a really difficult decision, knowing that you don't yourself want kids, but knowing that this man either already comes with kids or really wants kids. So there's going to be kids coming with him regardless. And that difficult decision for you is whether you're going to accept him with the kid that he may already have with her or that he wants to have with you. So then I went ahead and pulled some oracle cards. I pulled 2 oracle cards, and the 2 that came out were 33 and 44.
Okay.
So the door to romance and woman holding a heart.
Not the woman holding the heart now.
So listen to this. The door to romance is this relationship already exists in energetic potential. Project the kind of self-loving energy that you want to receive. And then the woman holding a heart was, actually, I thought that was more indicative of us, because it could indicate the presence of a female friend, teacher, or confidant who's here to help with issues of love, family, or emotion.
Okay. All right.
And then 3 + 3 is 6, the lovers, and 4 + 4 is 8, strength. And what is the lovers but usually 3 people in a choice to make? And strength is usually having the willpower to make a decision that you may not really want to make. I'm like, I don't know.
Okay, no, it's crazy to say that because, okay, 2 things. First is I did 2 different readings on 2 different days of like the energy of the day, and it kept saying that I was gonna get some kind of clarity on what I've been stressing about, which is obviously but because one of them was like one of the readings was the tower, but then it was surrounded by the star and like one other positive card. So I was like, okay, it's like just something, it's not a bad clarification or like bad clarity. It's good clarity. It's just gonna come in a weird, unexpected way. So I was like, okay, this is interesting. Second, let me talk about the reading I did this morning because so I got the Ace of Swords, the Hanged Man, 3 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Emperor.
Interesting.
And
You're going to get a new message that's going to make you think. It's going to come from one of your girls who is the Queen of Pentacles. Me. Hello. And it's going to give you something to contemplate about your Emperor. Boom.
Okay, well, I didn't tell you that the questions I asked. Okay.
You were just pulling cards about the situation.
No. Okay, so the first question was, can you tell me more about me and connection? And that's when the Ace of Swords jumped out.
Okay, so yes.
So usually to me, that was obviously clarity, breakthrough, communication, something happening within the situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I asked, is it mutual interest between me and funny enough, the Hanged Man came out.
Okay.
It isn't necessarily a no.
It's like
it's like he's thinking about it. He's contemplating. It's there in his
like an
mind.
unsure.
Yeah. Or he like doesn't know what to do with these feelings in a sense, if he does, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I asked, is patience really worth it here? Because if I have to wait on him, which obviously I'm not going to wait on someone forever, right? But is patience worth it? And I got 3 of Cups. So it was pretty much saying like, yes, but you need to focus on yourself in the meantime. Like
Which is what all of your readings have been saying.
And then another crazy thing is, so then after that, I was like, does this point to a romantic connection? Because, okay, we have conversations, but what is that can mean anything.
Mm-hmm.
The Queen of Pentacles and then Temperance came out, which I thought was interesting. And then I asked one more question to close out the reading. Sorry, I'm just reading from my notes. I'm trying to
No,
find.
you're good.
So I close out the reading by asking if there's anything else I should know about me. And then the Emperor jumped out. So I was like, huh. So it's like every time I do a reading about feelings, I always get like King of Cups or the Emperor. So meaning he's very good at keeping his emotions together and very good at not being irrational about things. Like he likes to really think something through before he does something. He's very reserved, I guess. I don't know if that's the correct way.
When's his birthday? What is he?
It's a Libra.
That makes sense. Those indecisive fucks.
I'm sorry, I hate Libra men, but it's my exception. I'm like, whatever.
I like Libra men. Not like romantically.
Romantically, they're usually like cheaters or flirts. They're hard to like keep down.
Not necessarily.
Every Libra man I've come in contact with was that way.
Really?
So it's put a bad taste in my mouth, but seems like a really good guy. Maybe it's because me being biased, but I don't know. But what is your takeaway from that? Because I was like, that's kind of interesting. We both got the hangman from a situation.
I mean, I liked what I said first.
That's crazy you got that. I don't know.
I meant like what I got out of your cards. The fact that you're gonna get a message from somebody and it's gonna be from me and no, I don't know. I believe that he's in this transitionary period right now.
That's what I get a lot from his cards when I do read it. It's always the same way. It's different cards maybe or similar, but it's always the same message that he's in a transitionary period. Um there's some kind of lesson he has to learn or like something he has to work through first. But he's always reserved in his emotions. Like it's always the same, focus on yourself, be patient. It's playing out, but you have to be patient. It's always the same message in different ways.
Yeah, I agree. I think that by the end of the year, you're going to have a lot more clarity. But until then, you just got to kind of do your thing and, move to Florida and get settled. And because I think that even if something did happen right now, it's not the time because you're not there. You're not here,
I don't mind doing long distance if it's worth it for somebody.
No, I know. But you know what I mean? Like, it's not the ideal time. Like,
yeah, I guess I can see what you're saying.
When you're literally about to move to, like, why would it happen now when you're about to move to Florida and it could happen then, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's true.
When we're talking about like divine timing, at least,
Yeah, that's also what comes up a lot is divine timing. Every time I ask about timing, it's the Wheel of Fortune or the High Priestess. It's like, or the Hanged Man. Like you gotta or Temperance. You gotta let shit do its thing. You can't keep forcing it. Do not force it. But I also try not to play into the idea very much when I think about moving to Florida because I want to move to Florida for my own reason. So I don't want to play into like, oh, if I move there, then like it's gonna happen. Like, yeah, sure, I want wishful thinking, but I do not play into that because I'm like, that's not.
Which is another thing that I asked before I started writing it down. I was like, is moving to Florida gonna make Hannah like meet other people? No. Is moving to Florida gonna make Hannah not think about them? No. Like, okay, so it's not about Florida and them with Hannah other than divine timing. Like that's the only aspect that it has to do with. And it's not because you guys wouldn't work long distance. It's that you have the best outcome that you're looking for this way. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what divine timing is. It's not that it wouldn't work another way, but it's that why would you risk it not working out when it could perfectly well work out 100% if you waited X amount of time.
Just give it a little bit more time.
Exactly.
Because again, like I'm the type of person who I don't care shooting my shot. I'll make the first move. I mean, I did with him which was actually like really cool because I was like, wow, like I wasn't expecting that type of reaction exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But he's with somebody. I'm not obviously good. I'm not going to cross that boundary. ever for
Of
anybody.
course, yeah.
I will say when I don't know if I told you this, when I saw that psychic in February about my mom, one thing she did, I had her do a little bit of tapping in, and because this was before he was with her, so like I was like, oh, how is it gonna go, kind of thing, whatever. And she was like, one thing I can say is like you're one person he can be his complete self around without having to mask or put on a front in some way. He has to do that with a lot of people, and you're one of the few people he can just chill out and not
Which could represent the baby riding, bareback on the back of the horse in the sun. He feels free. He's like, woo, I can just be me. And so it's like he can be his like weird boy self. And it's like, and you love that.
I do like that. I think we're not delusional. Like, I genuinely think we have a lot in common. And especially in music, we have the same taste in music. And that's so important to me. And we have the same humor. I don't know. And I'm comfortable with him. I automatically trust him, knock on wood.
Yeah.
But I don't know. We like the same stuff without even trying, because when you like someone, you try to like impress them by like liking what they do or whatever. I'm like, we literally just like the same stuff and have the same weird interest, I guess.
Yeah. I realize that with this situation, especially, that there are chances of it just not working out in this lifetime, because if my reading is accurate, because of that, and being kind of morally tied to trying to make it work for the sake of that.
Yeah.
But there are unfortunately a big number of people that get sucked into that and refuse to follow their own heart because they want to do what they think is right or what will be accepted by society instead of doing what will actually make them happy.
No, I would agree. And I've seen firsthand with a couple I knew that they stayed together way longer than they should have just because they wanted to make it work for their child. They eventually broke up and they're both happier now. Like, she's married now and has a
Mm-hmm.
baby. But it's like sometimes making it work is actually way worse on first you two, and second, I guess most importantly, the child.
And even if you don't have a child and you choose not to be with somebody because they don't fit into the standard or the expectations that you're expected to uphold, or the person that you're expected to end up with, a lot of people of color or like heavier people, or no matter what it is, there are always going to be people who are like internally ashamed deep down of the person that they're with because of stupid, fucking societal standards. And so they deny themselves what they actually want, and they go and be with somebody who is a cookie cutter version of every other person that their friends would date, because impressing their friends is important to guys for some reason, with their partner. And so they do that, and then they're miserable. And it's like, just do what makes you happy, because that's going to be best for everyone at the end of the day.
It's funny you say that because but like you were saying with friends, I was like, that makes a lot of sense. It kind of fits in that like weird group dynamic or friend whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I mean, take it from me. I've one of my favorite things about one of my past relationships is the friend group that it gave me. I was so desperate to like fit into the group that I was willing to like allow myself to be unhappy to have friends,
No, I know what you mean, because like it wasn't like the worst relationship, but I wasn't like necessarily like that happy in it. But I got to meet so many cool people because of him, and just like by association.
Mm-hmm.
That it felt nice to have like this group of people that we knew and could go to the skate park with, and I still talk to some of them or like associate myself with some of them without him now. But yeah, I get it.
Man, it's hard, trying to do, and it's hard to just decide or to discern what you actually want versus what you think you want, because it's been what people have told you that you should want.
I would agree. And I will say again, not to sound crazy, but I feel like you'll take this better because you're also into energy.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone has had crushes, right? And you have a crush for however long, and then you just get over it. And you're like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But for some reason, I feel this pull towards I can't explain it. I don't know why. and it just won't go away. And it's even when I try to rationalize it with myself, it's just like I feel this strong pull towards him, and I'm like, I don't know what that is or why, but it's a calm feeling. It's not like an urgent, scattered feeling, if that makes sense.
Okay, I'm really glad that you mentioned the calm feeling, because for a second I was going to equate what you were just saying to me thinking that I was like still in love with and that he was like my one true like love or whatever. And the only reason why I no longer think that is because you said calm, and that is not the way that I was thinking about it. I was thinking about him like, if I'll ever have a chance again, he probably hates me, and like I wonder if he still hates me or if he even likes me. And it's like the energy was always coming from a place of, I need the approval. I need the validation that I wasn't a terrible person. Because a lot of things that I've realized as I've grown are, I was a fucking terrible person when I was growing up. Like I was mean, I was blunt and not in a good way. Like I was bitchy and I was manipulative. And it was because I was uncontrolled Aries aggression energy, as a child. Like I was just like unchecked. I was unhinged. And unpacking that as an adult is loving myself as a child while understanding that the things that I was doing and saying to other people were not okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so now when I look back, not now, but before, I realized that he was so dramatic when we broke up that he made me feel like I was doing something terrible, when in reality I was just breaking up with him because I didn't want to be with him anymore. And he made it seem like I was breaking up a family, Shame of,
Crazy.
right? And so I had shame of being like, oh God, was that like a terrible person act, from when I was like 15, 16 years old? Like I need his approval now. I need him to tell me that like he still likes me, that like that I'm redeemable, that I'm still lovable, that like, because in my mind he was such a nice person. So if could still want me, then okay, cool, yeah, I'm good, But in my mind I took that as, I love him, he's like the one that got away, I should be with him. But then when he came back, and it was the fucking rude ass awakening where I was like, oh, I don't need this random person's approval that I dated when I was 16 years old.
Honestly, thank God it didn't work out for you, because that was just, I don't know.
But that's the difference between you and like we don't want anything from him other than a connection with him,
Yeah, and I will add, like, some nights I do still have like anxious thoughts, but I think that's just because I have anxiety and I have OCD. So there's a little rumination that goes on from time to time. And I've thought about it. I've thought about it a lot too. Because I want to make sure I'm self-aware and I'm not crazy, right?
Yeah.
I'm not. Is this just stemming from a place of like wanting to be wanted by him now? Because when I reconnected with him, it was like so excited, like so down to like meet up, and he was like, but there are moments in time where it just feels very calm to me, and I don't know what that is or how to explain it. Because I will say, when I do readings, I always get like soulmate cards with him too, which is interesting. Because like usually, if you do a love reading, you're not. It's kind of, I don't know if I can say rare. But to get like, I get Two of Cups a lot in the readings about, which I think is very interesting.
Yeah. I don't know, man. When I freaking saw that post this morning, I about fucking
What's this morning? Do you ever check like when the post was made from that person?
No. I mean, I viewed it. It's on like my activity. I can go check. Let me go look.
Yeah.
It was from a week ago.
A week ago?
A week ago.
Oh no.
I mean, like I said,
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying,
this is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know.
I don't want to discredit your reading, because that
I mean, I almost want it to be discredited. I'm like,
no,
that's why I didn't tell you, because I was like,
well, I think you're a really good reader.
I mean, everything that we read, me and you, I mean, it's been. I was talking to this morning, and he was like, I bet you feel really good right now. I was like, I feel better than good. I feel like that scene in Bruce Almighty where Bruce gets the God powers and he's walking around town like, what can I do with these powers?
Well, that's why I'm taking what you. I mean, also I just trust you, but I'm taking what you say. But I'm just saying, like, if you wanted to explore any other like nurturing aspect.
Well, I mean, okay, so if you want to try and open up the Knight of Wands, because that was the only part. That's the Knight of Wands with what you're not seeing is what made me open up or do the yes or no cards for everything else. Because I just like did not know where the Knight of Wands was coming in. Honestly, I've been haunted by the Knight of Wands. Like,
So what I'm not seeing was accompanied by the Knight of Wands.
yeah, or so I did it as what you're not seeing / what you need to know.
And it was upright, right? You read it upright?
All upright, yeah.
Passion, belief, manifestation, and determination. Like if I'm not seeing something.
And like recklessness, frustration, and impatience. I don't, that's the reverse. I just don't.
It says
That's where I got the relocation from, because I looked everywhere.
It says love. If you want your ideal relationship, you've got to go for the gusto. Take the plunge and dive into your love life with confidence and passion.
Okay, see, that's where I got the be active, be fearless. That's where I got that from. Maybe you should be proactive, or like making it known that like that you want him, because if you didn't, maybe he's like not confident and that's why he's not reaching out. Oh, also, I had to equalize our audio last time because we were like breaking the sound. It was bad. I was like, oh.
I get loud, and I don't mean to be loud.
Same.
I'll just get really passionate about something or like
Same.
really something, and people will be like, "Can you?"
It's the Aries Mercury.
It's so embarrassing sometimes though, because I'm like a very quiet person, and then most of my life and still now people are like, "Can you speak up? I can't hear you." So the times I am loud, people tell me to shut up. So it's like, what do you want from me? What do you want?
And then we start getting together and we start laughing, and we don't stop, and it's just so.
It was like Megan was like, "You guys are annoying when you're together," and I'm like, "Bitch." I'm like, she's like the one person I can like completely unmask around. Like
we turn into fifth graders when we're together.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, we literally turn into our children, like our child self around each other. And she's like, oh, okay, that's true. Cause she started talking about one of her old friends. She's like, okay, yeah. But I was like, I don't care. Like, whatever.
No, that's so funny because I was editing the video from last week and I was like, the vibes that I'm getting are literally we're two children playing on the playground, playing a game. And I'm like, no, you need to play by the rules. We're in the kingdom and we can only breathe underwater. And you're like, bitch, this is make believe. Like, we can do whatever we want.
See, this is what I don't understand. It says no time for explanations. We have to move now.
Hold on. Yeah, I don't know. Like that was the only thing. That's why I got relocation, and you need to be like outward about your energy, like about how like what you want.
Whoa, okay, maybe you read this. It says occasionally this card pairs with a 6 of swords or the Chariot, which indicates travel or relocation. And you got 6 of swords in this reading.
And I wrote down relocation.
Yeah. It can also represent a man, it says with red hair, or an aggressive or impulsive personality. But it indicates a swift, sudden movement. You have to take action.
That's why I'm like,
maybe it's from his standpoint. Maybe I'm not seeing him wanting to reach out. Maybe he like really wants to, but he's like kind of reserving himself.
Maybe that's the hanged man. Maybe it's not you making a decision, but it's him making a decision.
That I would agree with that too, because in my readings, the hangman comes up a lot when I ask like, when is he going to reach out or if he's going to reach out. And I
didn't necessarily ask about your feelings. I asked, what is the truth on his union?
And he's just really contemplative. He's very.
That's a really difficult decision. Yeah, and hanged man is usually. No, wait. No, that's the hermit when you have to do things alone. Okay. No, it's a hanged man. So it's yeah. He'll choose what he wants to do. Contemplation on difficult decision. Maybe that's the contemplation.
Yeah, because I get that a lot. The hangman. It's like he's an overthinker. Like from my readings, he's clearly an overthinker and like really is in his head a lot about things.
But he likes it that way. Like he thinks that's like the way to do it.
Yeah,
like, and like that's the way to get like a clear viewpoint of what he actually wants and to make the right decision.
I think so too, because when I've gone deeper into some of my readings, a lot of it is like he's trying to figure out the right time to like make a move. Like
and justice comes up a lot too.
Weird. Yeah, it does actually.
With the hanged man.
It's funny how you and me get similar cards with the readings. You know, you could pull so many cards and I can pull so many cards and they don't have to match. But the fact that we constantly pull similar cards on different situations, I really
Mm-hmm.
um I don't, but maybe that's the only thing I can think of if I'm thinking about his perspective and not my perspective. But did you specifically say what I'm not seeing in the message or the question?
Interesting. Let me think back because I said I did. What is something she's not seeing?
So maybe I'm not
I
seeing
did say
he wants
she,
to reach out. Maybe I'm not seeing that.
or what she needs to know. Yeah, I did say she.
So maybe he does contemplate it about a lot and I just don't know it. But that's the only thing I can make sense of it because other than that, like, what am I not seeing about action? That's what comes up in my mind.
And it's funny because now that I'm thinking about it, the way that I formed the question, what is the truth on the union, and the outcome is not necessarily what is going to happen with the union. The outcome is the truth on the union at this current time. He is the hanged man. He's contemplating on a really difficult decision because of what's happening right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. See, and that's so funny because as soon as I said pregnant, the first thing you said was I'd do that with him. And that really threw me off because the question that I've been wondering all week or since I did this reading was, does he know that you don't want kids? Which is why I thought that was going to be the decision that you were going to have to make because you would have to make the decision on whether this man is worth it because you really don't want kids.
I will
But
say, I've talked about this with my friend Indessa. Um, I don't want kids. I'm pretty stern on that. But if I met the right person, I could see myself doing that. But again, it would have to be with like the right person if my mind does change on that.
that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay.
I need to start asking more people if they want any readings because I don't have many people who are like, do a reading. But I would love for people to come forward and be like, do a reading. Because again, guys, whoever's watching, they are free, no charge. It's just for fun.
And you get to watch us talk about the reading. How fun is that?
Yeah, you get to see us really bounce off each other.
Yeah. Oh, I put our email in the bio of our YouTube now. So if you want a reading, our email is there.
But have you ever like been doing just out and about doing something and you get like you catch a vibe of like nostalgia for some reason?
Yeah, like deja vu.
Not necessarily deja vu, just like like you start feeling nostalgic over something.
Okay.
And like yesterday that happened when I was going to the grocery store and it made me think about the times we would like the summers we'd spend at your grandparents' house and we would just like walk to Shell or the baseball fields and like fuck around or like hang out in the garage or like go night swimming in their pool with
Mm-hmm.
93 FLZ always playing or like the memories of sleeping over your house in middle school and your dad would keep the radio on and I would just wake up to like the 93.3 like I don't know techno hour whatever you wanted to call it.
Because the man has ADHD, but never wanted to tell anybody else that he had ADHD
Yeah.
because he could never stand the silence because his brain ran too hard.
Oh, I miss that though. That was fun.
Life was good.
Yeah, no worries at all.
Yep. I remember the first time that our parents let us have a sleepover on a Thursday night because it was the last day of middle school.
Mm-hmm.
And we were so fucking happy that they let us do that.
Whose house did we stay at? I have such a bad.
Yours.
Oh, it was mine. Okay, then we really had a good night. I don't know what.
Yeah. Because my parents were controlling as hell. They only let me have like one sleepover per weekend. And if I wanted something else, like it had to be at their house. I mean, I get it now, but back then I didn't. And yeah. Well,
Yeah,
because
definitely. Yeah.
when we slept at your house, we would do whatever the fuck we wanted.
Yeah, my mom didn't care. She's like, whatever.
We would take that old path to fucking what was his name? Greg's house.
Oh, I forgot about Greg. Oh, wow. Wow, that's a memory pool for sure right there.
Yeah.
Or we would just hang out at the park all day. We would walk to fucking McDonald's. What were we doing walking Bruce B. Downs to McDonald's and Blockbuster. First
You
off,
don't see kids walking around on the side of the street anymore.
no, you don't. Or I can't believe we would actually walk to McDonald's and Blockbuster from my house. That's insane. It's crazy, not because I mean it was literally across the street from my house, but it's crazy in the sense of we were like what 11 or 12 walking like this huge intersection.
Just fun though.
It was fun. We were wild. We were so wild.
That's why we're so calm now.
Probably.
Because it's like, been there, done that. I don't need to put my life in danger. I've already survived. Like, why do I
Exactly. Like we've already done this shit. Who cares? But yeah, I guess that was a really long-winded goodbye.
I guess it was, yeah. What did they say? It's a blast to the past? Or
A blast the past.
oh, no, it was a stroll down memory lane. That's what it was.
Well, yeah, there we go. Well, I appreciate the energy you put into that reading. I think the reading was crazy.
Right? I was like, by the end of it, I was like, I felt like that meme of like the Charlie guy at the wall. He was like,
Yeah, putting everything together.
yeah.
Gosh.
It's all connecting.
Well, let me know if you see any other weird stuff.
I will.
Hopefully,
And I'll send you a picture of the reading that I did, or the notes that I took.
do that. Yeah, oh my God, I really hope it's not true because I'm so curious now.
Girl, when I put that star back in the deck and it popped out again, that's when I knew that I wasn't fucking around.
It definitely wanted you to see that card.
Because I was like, no, we're not. Like, are they staying together as a romantic partner? That one, I was like, no, that's not it. And it came out again. I was like, ugh. But that's when I was like, is there hope? And it was yes. And I was like, all right, bitch, I'm confused now.
So what is it?
Like, it's an internal struggle, hardcore anxiety.
I have done a reading before on obviously him and me, and one of the meanings or like what I got from it was like regret. Like he had a choice and he regrets the choice of like what he's made. Like he feels like he should have played into like us.
Regret and stress is what I wrote down.
Ooh. Well, there it is.
Whoop, there it is.
It was like the lovers, and then I forget what their cards were surrounding it, but it was like regret of like the choice, like which way he chose.
Dang.
You can come my way anytime.
And let that be known.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, what do you want the topic of the week to be? Did you want to say that now or later?
Oh yeah, okay. So throughout the following week, Hannah and I decided that we're gonna pull some cards, each other, like ourselves individually, for 3 different topics, and then we're gonna come together next week and discuss them.
Yeah, and the topics are a personal reading, a collective reading, and then one on each other.
So that'll be the energy for the week of the 20th of July, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Cool. All righty. Well, bye.
Great day.
You too.